Hey guys, what's up? It's okay to die here TV today. I'm sorry about the late drops and not dropping on time for the YouTube videos. I'm just gonna say it's been rough. It's been rough. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, and today was just to conclude my week. Today was just a tunnel of events that, yeah, were not the best. But today we're putting out the content, pushing out the video. Hopefully this will be up before Thursday. Hopefully this will be up tonight, because it's currently Wednesday, 7/14/2021. But we are starting the weekly discussions. We are officially starting the weekly discussions. This will be the first episode of the first season. And this episode, I want this to be the first episode because I'm going to show that on this platform, I am not afraid to speak out. I am not afraid to voice myself. And I am not afraid to fucking share my opinion. I don't give a single fuck who cares. Because I am making content for the people who like it, not for people who don't like. I'm next fucking up. I don't give a single fuck what anyone says. But just so you guys know, I have concluded more light into my setup, so hopefully it will shine. I paid like $10 to add 2 little lights to it. And, you know, just put one up on the right, one up on top of the TV, and hopefully I can see it glaring, so hopefully it's going to help with the camera and help you guys see me better, not just during stream, but during videos and other content. I'm working on getting a stream deck, but I'm also just saying trying to get an apartment, and when I do get an apartment, I'm going to plan on turning my room into a studio so I can make all the content I wish. But the Elgato stream deck, or there's another stream deck I was looking at that was way better. It was like touchscreen, it had knobs on it where you can control volumes, and it had touchscreen. It was way better than the Elgato branded item. The Elgato brand one's nice and simple and it's an affordable price, but I may pay the extra $150 just to get all the extra features because I feel like that'll benefit not just you guys, but me as a streamer, because I can put it right next to my mouse, and instead of dragging my mouse to switch in between tabs, it's a press of a fucking button. And I think that's pretty sick. So, but besides that point, we're going to get to this weekly discussion. Today we are using Killing Floor 2 as our gameplay for today, so we are going to find the match on this. Keep it on hard. We're going to play online. We're just going to go chill and play the gameplay. I'm going to try to make it entertaining as possible in these videos, but I'm mainly focused on my talking. And I'm just saying, I made my investment into streaming, and I'm really hoping you guys enjoy the content I'll be making for you guys these next couple weeks, because it's only going to improve. I will be having a new stream schedule out once the video is, before the video drops, there will be a new stream schedule out. I'll be working on all of that after I make this video. There's going to be a Fortnite stream later, just for those on Twitch who are wondering, oh, what's the stream content today, Jarrett? What's going on? Well, what's going on is after this video, and while it's downloading, I'm going to make the new stream schedule. I'm going to make the thumbnail and upload it all to my computer, and I'm going to start the Fortnite stream, and we'll be ready to go. So, today, we're going to start this weekly discussion right now. This is about how jobs can treat you like literal shit, and nothing can be done. Alright, and I will use as an example that, you know, if you are to speak out against your job, to start the first topic of discussion, if you are to speak against your job, or to talk to them and tell them you don't like that you're being disrespected and pushed aside, they don't care. We are just a number to our government and to our jobs. And the reason I chose this as a weekly discussion is because a lot of people go into jobs not knowing what they're getting into, not knowing what's going to happen, and not knowing the bullcrap they're about to put up with. I have been working for a couple years, not just side work, but doing actual on-table jobs. And to be honest with you, I have been through some rather crazy bullshit and some very stupid, ridiculous bullshit. I have been through stuff that should have never happened, but school does not prepare you at all for work. School is the bare minimum of bullying and harassment that you will receive. And I'll say that right now. Like, school, yeah, it's bad, but it's not as bad as work will be. Oh, I got fucked up, bro. I joined, like, late as hell. I have no prep to get weapons or anything. But to continue on this topic, so I'm going to start with my first ever job, basically, to do this discussion. My first job was landscaping, and I ran that, so it wasn't as bad. The customers didn't really get nasty. They were rather nice. Water bottles, you get a few picky people, but other than that, it was an easy job. And the reason why I'm saying I'm going to tell you each one of my jobs so you can see each industry. I've worked in multiple industries and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But in running your own you know, landscaping business, it's challenging because, you know, you need the equipment, the lawnmowers, you know, all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Gavin? How you doing, bro? I'm sorry to hear that. But you need to reply to your buddy and talk to him, bro. Best thing you could do when someone's having suicidal thoughts is ask them what's wrong and try to fix the problem and try to help talk them through it, man. That's the best advice I can give you. But how are you doing today, Gavin? Welcome to the stream. Just know this will be on YouTube. But to continue, just to let you know, YouTube crowd, you will hear me talking to my chat. I am more focused on Twitch than YouTube, so I make content for YouTube. My Twitch is involved. I am just saying that now. My Twitch is involved. But so the second path, so after I went to there, I started working at McDonald's. Whatever you do, if you can avoid fast food, avoid it with a 10-foot fucking pole. I'm going to speak about my experiences at McDonald's and Wendy's. And I'll tell you right now, my McDonald's experience was not as bad as my Wendy's experience. Wendy's was worse than McDonald's, and they're more expensive. See, McDonald's, the main bullshit was, to be honest with you, was not much. It was just a horrible job. It was a horrible job. Most of the people were nice, and because I was younger, I was 17 at the time, there wasn't too much going on. I had minimum fights with the managers compared, and I'm not really going to talk about this experience because I only worked there for a few months. I guarantee you, bro, your homie probably did not pop himself off, okay? He's probably not answering because he's depressed. Just give him some time. Just text out to his family and stuff and see if he get real answers. And if he does, I'm so sorry, man, but things happen. But what he'll want you to do is to keep going and keep pushing through your life. Do not let someone else's death affect, you know, the fact of your life. So, to continue. As I said, McDonald's wasn't the worst, but it still sucked, okay? The heat was horrible. The only thing they didn't care about was my skin conditions. They had no consideration. They did not care about my skin at all. I have really bad eczema and stuff, and they did not give single fucks. I can't upgrade shit. Great. Alright. What do you mean, final choices? I got nothing here, dude. Got no money. To continue on this topic. Alright, so Wendy's. Oh, this is... I'm not going to talk about right under table jobs, because to tell you the truth, under the table jobs, they can treat you as bad as they want. It don't matter. They can treat you as bad as you want. Under the table jobs, I do not ever recommend working under the table. The money is not even decent. It is not worth it unless you are like if you grind to the top to become a boss or close to a boss, it's worth being under the table job. If you're, you know, the foot soldiers, you get treated like absolute shit. They don't give a fuck. Under the table does not give a fuck about their workers or consider it at all. And you have no rights as an under the table worker. It don't matter. They can screw you over on paychecks. They can do any of that shit to you. It don't matter because they're not contracted by the government. Your money's not monitored or controlled by, you know. So the only good thing about working on table jobs is that there is laws if they try screwing you on money. But I would not recommend working any outdoor under the table jobs. If you're gonna work outdoors and work you know, that kind of stuff, work on the table, work for contracted businesses, because you're just gonna be treated like, you know, I don't have much experience with, you know, under the table and outside work. I have probably about a year of experience, and that's only because I have steered myself away from that type of work because of how brutal and fucked up it is and how you can get screwed on paychecks, and just not good. But Wendy's, Wendy's, dude. I don't know where to start with Wendy's. I do not know where to start. Like, this job is just irking my soul. Irking it. It is horrible. Alright, this was the worst job I have ever worked. And I'll be honest, I like my new job. I just don't like the crap I put up with from people, the childish and drama that happens in my store. But to continue my experiences, Wendy's. Let's say this right now. Any of my employers watching this, here's my choice. Here's your guys' choice. This is my opinion. I am not going to name drop or any of that. So if you want, really come after me. There's nothing I've done wrong. But I'm just saying, I'm sharing my open opinions, and this is more about the people. This is not really about the work. It's about the people at the work. I'm not saying their personal lives or their personal information. I'm saying my personal experiences with people overall, how people act and treat you. This is a educational and informational thing about jobs. That's clearly what this is. So any employers that I've mentioned that have employed me and now I'm not working with them anymore, and now I'm mentioning your store, but I'm not mentioning your location, like I'm mentioning your company, what are you going to get me in trouble for? I just want to know in the comments. Just let me know what you're nailing me for. And then, you know, we'll take it from there, because I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm just stating my opinion. It's my First Amendment rights, my freedom of speech. And I just want to put that as a little disclaimer, just so people know. But to continue. So, Wendy's was just horrible. At first, so I asked, when I first got hired, I asked for a dress code. And I told them how my money situation was. It's not that good, and it's hard for me to get stuff, you know. You gotta give me time. And I guarantee you I will be a good worker. And I was a good worker. I wasn't a bad worker. That's the thing. So they were cool with it at first. And then once I started making money and I was paying off my bills and paying for myself to eat and medication and all that stuff, they started getting on my ass because I was trying to pay off my debts and stuff. I didn't really have money to go out and buy anything. Barely even buy cigarettes, you know, like, I was struggling. I did eventually get the uniform they wanted, but I told them I couldn't wear jeans because how uncomfortable they were, which sounds unprofessional. I can't wear jeans because they're uncomfortable, but they leave marks in my waistband. His parents definitely caught him, bro. I'll tell you that much. If he cut himself, his parents have definitely checked on him and something's being done. That's probably why he has not answered. He passed out from blood loss, and he's probably at the hospital right now. I'm not going to lie to you. There is a possibility he could be dead, but if that is, then you need to help support his family and be there for the people around him. You need to help honor his legacy and his life, as short-lived as it was. That's the sense. Don't let a death bring you down. Don't let a death put you to the point where you're depressed. If you let that happen, then his death was all for nothing. You know, people who kill themselves, it's a learning moment for us people who are still alive. It shows us how much we should honor and recognize our lives and how much people care about us. You know, in the afterlife, he will see and look down on how many people are sad of his loss. But when anybody ever passes, you want to be supportive towards their family and their friends. You don't be sad, but it's not worth killing yourself because they took their life. They wouldn't want you doing that. That's what I'm trying to say, man. And you got this whole stream and this whole band base right behind you, supporting you the whole way. And you have me here to talk to you and stuff, man. You're not alone. Don't worry. I got one-shotted. This game is hard. To continue. I'm sorry, Roblox, but to continue the content. But I'm here for you, buddy. Don't worry. You're not interrupting the video in any way. You are not interrupting, bro. You're coming in here and coming to vent. You're in a safe place to talk and speak your mind, man. I am here to help you. It's not interrupting the video. It's a weekly discussion. The weekly discussion is always about a certain topic, but it can be switched midway through. It's a discussion. We're all here to talk. And if it gets a little sad because you're going through some stuff, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm helping you out, and that's all that matters. And I'm always like that. And you always just dip out of stream thinking you're bothering me. You're not bothering me, bud. We're here for you. It's not a problem. We all love you, man. We're here to support you. To continue, though. So not Wednesday. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, to continue. So first was the dress code. Was the first issue. And then it became to the hours. When I say I had to work a ridiculous schedule, it was like slave work. I worked all day. Even though I told them this was my availability, they forced me to work. People would call out and they would force me to stay and stuff. And let me just tell you, the way I was harassed by bosses to do work at this job, I was treated not as a person, as a grill cook. I was literally just a grill cook. I wasn't a person, I was a machine. They didn't care what happened. They only fed us to shut us up. Like, she would give us food so we would just be quiet. Because, you know, we were like, hey, can we go? I'm like, oh, I'm on my break. I'm going to go to Wawa and get something. Like, no, you can get something here. We don't want you leaving, blah, blah, blah. They don't want us leaving on our breaks because they don't want us going far. I guess they just want us tempted to walk out, you know, after all the bullshit. But this job, they literally have went to the extent of fucking, you know, forcing me to stay, taking hours I didn't want, doing every single part of the dirty work and not targeting anyone else. Like, I was the one who did everything, always took out the trash and stuff. They're like, oh, it's your role. But here's the thing, these guys never do it and are doing the same job as me. But it's always going to be forced onto me. And to me, that is ridiculous bullshit, man. That's stupid. Like, Wendy's treated me as a slave. That's that simple. That's basically what they did. But to backstab a little bit. Okay, alright, man, I'll see when we come back. To backtrack a little bit. UPS. Alright, I don't have much to complain about UPS. Yes, they treat you as a number, but the people in there, the managers and the workers, they don't treat you as a number. They treat you as a family member. When I say how caring, like, these guys, they would give me drinks, cigarettes, you know, they, like, I didn't mean alcoholic drinks, I mean, like, drinks for work. They gave me snacks. Like, I had one guy, I had multiple people give me rides home because I was in a bad situation. I would say for the employee part and the manager part, UPS has it down. UPS, I would recommend working from. It's a hard job. If you're not good with hard jobs, don't work it. But it's a hard job. It's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of constant in and out fucking work trucks lifting and moving stuff. And if you're not doing good, they're going to get on you. But they will make sure you're safe. They will make sure you're okay. They take care of you down there. They really do, man. And when you have a problem with your paycheck, you come to a manager, it's not a problem at all. They'll send you down to the office, you talk to them, it gets handled. UPS was a good experience. Working for UPS, I really wish I could have stayed there. I would really like to move up in that company. The Fortnite content is estimated to start around 9 o'clock tonight because I have to make the new stream schedule and get this ready to post. So, sorry for the inconvenience today. I was just running around doing errands. Today's my day off, you know, and then tomorrow's my day off. I have stuff planned. There will be content made, but it's just going to be a little crappy right now. But the new stream schedule will be up, so now you'll know the official times I'll be streaming every night. But I'm going to continue. But UPS, they weren't a bad company. Alright? But fast food, don't touch when a 10-foot fucking pole. Warehouses, it's a hit or miss, but most of the people in there care and they will help you out to the best of their ability in a way that's not going to fuck them over. But they're very caring over there. I really liked working for UPS. Wendy's and McDonald's, most of the people except for the managers were pretty chill, but fast food is just a horrible job. And fast food, legit, they will treat you like a freaking number. To fast food, you are a complete number to every single person in there. You are lucky to make real friends in there that aren't going to use you for money and cigarettes and shit. Like, that's just the plain gut simple of fast food. Fast food, everyone's in there for themselves. They don't care about anyone else. You're on your own. Warehouses are a give or take. They're very give or take, and I say that because it depends the area. But in my area, the warehouses, my experience is pretty good. This weekly discussion is going off of personal experience, so this is not everybody's experience. This is not every store. This is not all the company stores are the same. You know, I can vouch for I've walked into a Turnersville Walmart with excellent service and excellent stocked up shit. And then I've walked into a Williamstown Walmart that's not stocked, bad customer service. Like, it depends the location. I've never worked in New Jersey Walmarts, so I'm not going to speak out against them because I never worked for that company. In New Jersey, at least. But I'm not going to name it not long experiences. These experiences were a couple months. This is a couple months of me being with these companies. I've been with McDonald's, Wendy's, and UPS. Okay? Now I'm going to say right now, this is going to be something I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I hope you guys love this content. I hope you guys really like this video, because I am just going to get so much backlash. The current company I am working for, as you all know, I mentioned I work for Dollar Tree. Retail... Alright, let me just put this. Retail, I'm not going to tell you shouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Because retail is actually pretty chill. It's not that bad. If you do your job and do what you're supposed to, you're fine. As long as you get on register, put out your, do your numbers, and clean up, and, do everything and listen to the managers, you're fine. you're completely fine. Retail is not. Retail is more of the customers. You gotta have a tolerance to deal with customers. You have to be nice, polite, and you have to know how to deal with them. This is Killing Floor 2. That is the gameplay I'm showcasing today. Killing Floor 2 is a really cool game. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a Killing Floor. It's very fun. It's a wave-based game, and it's arcade style. It's a very fun game. It has upgrades mid-missions, but it doesn't have out-of-game upgrades except for perk systems. But it's a pretty fun game. But to continue, retail is something, if you're going to get a first job, fuck fast food, retail is better. But let me just tell you this part of retail. You are not a human in retail. You are exactly a number. There are very few people in retail that you will work with. I'm not talking about associates. Associates are mainly there for themselves. They're nice. Most of them are nice and conversational, but they're there for themselves. But the treatment, you are a fucking number in retail. From my experience, you are a number. If you are to speak out against any retail company, or you are to say anything, you are, they're just going to nail you for it. They don't care. If you are going to protect yourself, they see you as someone they don't want working for their company. They don't like they want people who are bitches. They want people who sit there and listen and do everything they say. As a lot of people know, people who have been watching this channel for years and have been supporting my content for a long time, I am not the person to sit there and take people's shit. I will bite my tongue as long as possible, but as soon as my rights are pushed, as soon as I'm disrespected and treated less than a person, I'm going to stand up for myself. Because here's my thing, if no one stands up for themselves, then nothing's going to get done. That's why, people get treated as numbers, because no one gets together with a group of people and retaliates against it. They deal with it because it's their job, they're required to. But that's the reason why so much shit goes wrong in retail, and to be honest, I like my job. And the reason I say that is because as long as I do what I'm supposed to, I don't gotta deal with any bullcrap. And I do what I'm supposed to the best of my ability. I have learned so many skills through this job. Retail is the biggest learning experience I have ever had. Out of all my jobs, I have learned the most from retail. And to be honest, retail has helped me with my streaming because it's helped teach me how to merchandise and advertise better. Why do I keep having no money? It's like auto buying shit. I don't understand why. But when it comes to management in retail, and just a FYI, if my company I'm working for right now comes for me, I'm saying retail. I'm saying in general of retail. You are not the only retail store I've worked for. I have worked for ShopRite. I have worked for others. Yes, I do make money for streaming. What's up, Long Meat? How you doing, bro? I know every time we come in here, you want a flirty flirt. Come on, Dozer. You know that's not, stream appropriate. We know for the 50th time, I am not putting Pornhub on my channel, dude. Try and get me banned. But retail, most managers won't give a fuck about you. The GMs and district won't give a fuck about you in retail. No one gives a fuck about you in retail. The associates, some of them might become friends with you and give a fuck about you a little bit, but in retail, it's all for themselves. If you were to do anything wrong, you're just automatically fucked. So if you're going to work retail, everyone makes mistakes. Don't make big ones. Do your job and get out. That is my biggest tip. Do not get involved in any of the manager drama. Do not get involved in any associates drama. You don't have to time him out, Big Kev. He's my buddy. He's only messing, but thank you, buddy, for looking out for the chat. My bad, Long Meat. He was just, he's a newer mod. He's under training. Sorry about your timeout, dude. If you said something extremely inappropriate, like that was bad for business, I would understand, but he was just messing around like he always does, and most mods know he is. You just didn't know. But thank you for actually looking out for the stream, because most mods will have looked at that comment and ignored it and not even asked me about it. So respect to you for actually looking out for my stream safety. I appreciate that, buddy. But to continue this content, alright, just to get this done, I'm not going to repeat myself, but from my experiences in retail, I had my hours cut because I stuck up for myself, and it was put in the way that I disrespected the other person when I calmly talked in a very low tone. It was asking questions about my safety in my job. When I say they treat you like a number, if they don't get what they want, if you are to speak against them, even if it's about your safety in your job, they are going to cut your hours. They are going to treat you like absolute shit and less than a person. That is just the gist of it. That is just the whole... Retail is complete bullshit. Retail is complete bullshit. That's why I say, if you're going to work retail, do your job and get out. You clock in, you talk to the people you need to talk to for your job. You only do what you have to, and then you leave. You clock out and go home. You listen to what all the managers say on shift. You do what they say and just get the fuck out of there. It doesn't, like, if you want to keep a job in retail, you have to deal with the bullshit. And it took me a little bit to realize that because I stand up for myself. But here's the thing. I'm going to put this out there right now. If you are going to treat me like a number, I will act as a number. I will not speak. I will not show emotion. I will just put out what you want and do what you want and shut the fuck up. It's that simple. You're going to treat me less of a person, I'm going to act as less of a person. And I'm just going to say this simple. I'm not name dropping. I've been treated by shit by almost everybody at my job. And it sucks. It really sucks. Okay? Because I try my best to do my job. Alright, Big Kev, I got you, homie. What's up, big homie Kev? But anyway, let's put it this way. If I had a choice to work anywhere in retail, I would go to a higher paying retail store if I had the ability to. Because putting up with this stuff ain't worth the paycheck I'm given. I am scraping change on a part-time paycheck and putting up with all this drama and all this bull crap. And all I want to do is prove to everybody that I'm a good worker and that I do my job. I am trying my best. I wish, instead of them yelling at me and getting mad at me, they would just tell me what I'm doing wrong and help me correct my error. Instead of them, offending me and putting me down, I wish they would just keep their mouths closed. Like, you don't need to tell me that my opinion don't matter. That's very freaking offensive. You don't need to tell me anything about my job except what I'm doing wrong. It's the problem that they pull my personal life and my streaming and all my stuff into my job. And it's the biggest bullshit ever. Now, if they are going to fire me for this video, I didn't do anything wrong. You guys just don't like people are going to talk about your stuff. You just don't like that people talk about your company. But it's the thing is, I'm a content creator and I have a voice, and I'm going to speak up and talk for those that can't speak. And that is the point of me making content. That was the point of this video. I shared my job experiences to help people out. Yeah, I may not have, experience in every single job category, but from retail, warehouses, fast food, and under the table outside work, I have experience in. I have stated everything, the tips I give, and how it goes. But overall, let's hop off the discussion. It don't matter where you go. Jobs will put you down. They will treat you like you're absolute shit. They will act like you do not have a life outside of work. They will not care. Yes, it's an online game. They will act like you are not a person. To any job, you are just a number. I've had good experiences and bad experiences where the people in the company made that different. Yeah, people have been in this position. As you can see, from secondhand, people even agree that, yeah, jobs just don't care about you, dude. They really don't. At my job right now, I am being harassed. Not only am I being harassed, they are putting me down and making me feel less as a person. And when I try to defend myself in a professional way by gently talking and asking questions about my job and health and my safety, I got yelled at and my hours cut. I got bashed on. And, I don't really care anymore just because they're just going to keep treating me as a number, and I'm just done with it. I'll just act as a number then. I'll be your fucking number. You just pay me, because here's my feeling about jobs. If you're going to treat me like a number, pay me my fucking check, I'll do your fucking work. You give me a list of things to do, I'll have them the fuck done. It's that simple. I do my job, and I do it well, and I know damn well I do. So I'm just leaving that factor right there. Yeah, that's literally how most people get your jobs. Like, most people have to take fucking narcotics and shit. They have to get fucked up to go to work. Like, It's just because you just get treated as less of a person. It's hard to keep mentally putting up with it. And with someone like me who's just been through, like, you know, I'm not comparing that, saying that no one's been through shit, that I'm the only one that's been through shit. But, like, from my personal experiences in my past, I've been treated by less of a person my whole entire life. I'm used to it, but I'm done sitting there and letting it happen. But, as I said, if a job's going to treat me as a number, I'll act as a fucking number. Because to tell you the truth, my job, I was cleaning up things I didn't have to clean up. I was doing the manager's job. I have closed the store because the manager didn't want to and didn't know how to. Like, I have done dirty work, basically. I have done stuff I was not paid to do, basically. I have done stuff above my pay grade. Alright? So, and for them to get mad at me for being offended, for me standing up for myself, is just a spit in my face. Because when they were low on people and they needed people to come in, I answered every call out. I came in and busted my ass off of no sleep. Even not just because I needed money, but to help them out, because I cared about the people there and I didn't want to leave them to suffer. I cared about the other workers. But to be honest, after all the shit I've been through the last couple months, I don't give a fuck about anyone in there anymore. I'm doing my job and getting out. You want to treat me as a number, I'm going to fucking act of it as of it. It is that simple. But to pretty much top it off, if you're going to work, just be ready to go through the biggest bullshit in your life and just be ready to put up with some shit. If you don't want to stand up for yourself and risk going job to job, then just be quiet and do your job. But if you're like me and you can't do that and you want to make a change, stand the fuck up. Because if none of us stand the fuck up, nothing's getting changed. And this is me taking my fucking stand. Since I can't do it without getting yelled at and ignored and pushed down, I will make a fucking video about it then. I'm not even name dropping. I'm doing it in the most respectful and professional way possible. Because as I said, I like my job. It's just the drama and me being treated as less of a person. And it really makes me pissed off that they cut my hours because they took me off of shifts because, you know, and the bullshit that was told to me is because I didn't put my numbers out. I was putting out more than the amount that needed to be put out. I've signed all my paperwork. I have wrote down all my numbers. And there is days where I don't put out my numbers, and let me tell you right now, it's because the person they had was not doing anything right, so all the sections are out of fucking place. So how am I supposed to put out numbers when the section's not fucking set proper? You want me to reset a whole section and put out over 100 boxes and within a couple hours when you're not even giving me the hours to do it? Like, you're going to cut my hours and expect me to do that shit. Because, you know, the thing is, when they cut my hours, they fucked up my plans in my head. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to put this, I'm going to load up this, you know, U-boat. And I'm going to put it right here safely where no one can trip and it's not going to fall over. And I'm going to come back and do this day and make sure I get this much done. I make sure I put out over what I'm supposed to on purpose, if possible. If not being stopped by, you know, resetting things or having to call a merch manager to help me figure out where things are supposed to go. And also, not to mention, when I was first hired, I was undertrained. I was trained the wrong way. And I'm getting bashed for being trained the wrong way. So as I said, retail don't give a fuck about you. You're just a fucking number. They will replace you in a heartbeat. It don't matter how much numbers you put out. They will replace you in a heartbeat. So as hard as of a worker I am, they don't give a fuck. I'm just replaceable to them. And yes, this is going to go a little bit over 30 minutes, but I just had to vent that and get that out there. Because I want no one to feel that way. Anyone who works a retail job, anyone who is doing their job correctly and not fucking around, I give you props, man. I give you props you're still in the retail and you're still putting up with it. I give you props and you're still in fast food and putting up with it. I give props to any of those that are working a horrible ass, mentally fucking draining job. And, you know, I give props to a lot of the managers at previous works and current work that are just, you know, they do their job correctly. And I thank people for doing their jobs correctly because it makes everything easier. When they have undertrained people doing jobs and stuff, it does not work well. It's different when it's associate, but undertrained management is just fucking horrible. That's another problem you're running into in any business is undertrained fucking management. Associate's one thing. It's easy to train an associate. It's not easy to train everyone about managing. I can understand that companies have trouble training managers and stuff because, you know, of time and trying to make profits and making sure everything's working. But if someone's under fucking trained, if you're not going to train them, why did you put them the fuck in the company? You're just fucking yourself over, and whatever, whether it's fast food, warehouse, you're fucking that company's flow up. But I would say out of all the jobs, outside, under the table, any type of construction is horrible, and retail sucks. But that's pretty much just going to end this off. I'm going to now, download this and edit it. Thank you guys all for watching today. Love you all. Appreciate you guys. Peace out. Thanks for the support. I'm going to have to cut this.